Amazing. There we go. Hello. I just want to thank everybody. I know this is really tight right now. My pants don't zip up all the way, so it's a good thing I'm wearing shorts under here. Gosh. All right. So, first off, thank you so much for coming to TNL. There's a lot of people I want to thank tonight. The first two people I want to thank is Austin Mack and Helen Neely for choosing me to host. Even though I was their last option, I was their last hope. So I really want to thank these two for letting me host tonight. All right. I also want to thank my beautiful wife, okay? Because obviously I married way out of my league. Yeah. All right. I also want to thank Jeff Prosser because he's let me stay here. This is my third year as an intern. I want to thank him. You can tell the gray is obviously because of me. Yeah, it's obviously my fault. I'm sorry, Jeff. I really am. Also want to thank Netflix because they really care about me. That's so much that they always ask me this after I get done binge watching Star Trek. They just want to make sure I'm alive. So I really want to thank Netflix for making sure I'm still alive. I also want to thank, I really want to thank Harry Potter because he really taught me that life is magical. But let's be real, people. I'm the real Harry Potter. All right? He stole that look from me, okay? All right. I also want to thank automatic toilets for making me feel like I'm always in a rush. You know what I'm talking about? You sit down, you go just to lean over a little bit. I wasn't done yet. All right, thank you anyway. I also, these animals are the cutest things in the world, so I really want to thank red pandas tonight. Because they are the cutest things in the world. They are so fluffy, it makes me want to die. The good die, not the bad die. Kind of like, it's so fluffy. All right, I really want to thank this next guy because he really encourages me that it's okay to eat. And I just be so happy. Because every time he eats, it makes me so happy. So I want to thank this guy. You froze. No. Can you play it again? There you go. Obviously, he does not want to laugh for us tonight. He's really shy, if you're going to tell. All right. Anyway, and there's one last person I really want to thank tonight, and that is myself, because I'm the sexiest man on this earth. Yeah, you can tell. There I am. That's me. I'm pretty sexy. Don't you agree? Alrighty. So, go to the next step. There we go. Black. I really want to thank you guys for letting me host. I was supposed to host last year, but when I was supposed to host, I got the flu. So obviously I got out of that one. Now I'm stuck with this one. Okay. So, but there's really one thing, because this was the biggest thing that really made me nervous about hosting, is the sound of my voice. Because we all have that problem. When we hear our own voices, we're like, oh, our voice. You know what? Because for me, my voice sounds like this. I sound like a little elf that really wants to talk to you sometimes. Really, I really want to sound like it's like this. Like, come on, macho man. I'm not like that. But then, I don't know if you feel the same thing, but sometimes when I hear myself talk, I'm like, yeah, I like the way I talk. And I just like to talk. And I like to talk. Some of you can agree, because you can't get me to shut up, because I just love to hear myself talk. But then also, when I'm up here on stage and I have a mic, oh man, this is really stuffy. I may rip this. But when I'm up here on stage with the mic and everything, it makes me feel like I'm a down south, a really Southern Baptist pastor, and he's like, oh, Jonah, go to Nineveh! Go to Nineveh and tell the Ninevites about me! And Jonah's like, no, don't do it. And you're like, oh, yes, you gotta do it. It makes me feel like, yeah, let's go. Yeah, thanks for laughing. Yeah, Eric, we think alike, so yeah, that happens. But I really want to tell you a little bit, because I told Holly this, I was like, I'm going to talk about you tonight, my beautiful wife, yeah, I'm going to talk about you. I want to talk about, okay, so our marriage, we've been married since December, so it's almost been a year. You put up with me for this long, so who would have thought? But there's a couple times in our marriage, and before our marriage too, there's a story I want to tell you. Before we got married, we're driving out here, and I'm driving, so, because I like to drive because I don't trust anybody because they make me sick, and I freak out. I'm like, no, don't hit that car, brake! Where's the invisible brake? There's no invisible brake there. Okay, but when it comes to driving, I'm driving, and going underneath that bridge. I'm like, man, that woman's smoking. Holly goes, what? What do you mean she's smoking? Why are you looking at other people? You shouldn't be looking at other women. You should only be looking at me. I'm like, what did I say? I said, what did I say? You said she's smoking. I said, yeah, she's smoking a cigarette. Yeah, she's just smoking a cigarette. I'm not looking, I promise. Yeah, but I also want to tell you a little bit about our honeymoon. We went on a cruise to Great Cayman and Cozumel. I always forget the other place. But the first place we went, because we both got to pick an extraction that we wanted to do. So in Mexico, we went to this museum, and I'm like, there's miniature people. They're everywhere. I love museums. I'm like, yes, miniature people. You know, the little person like this, miniature people. Yeah, they're my favorite. But we're at Grand Cayman Islands, and she wanted to snorkel. I don't like to snorkel because you got to put something in your mouth, and you have to trust that water won't get in it and drown you. So you're like, water drowning me. But for this, if you don't know this about me, I have a horrible gag reflex. Sometimes thinking about gag reflex makes me gag. So bad. So guess what? You're in the front row. You may get wet tonight. But with this, so we're out in the middle of the ocean and we're swimming. Well, everybody else is swimming like this, with their snorkel up in the air. And looking at the fishes. Me, I'm in the very back one. Pretty neat fish. Because I can't put that thing in my mouth. So there's 3 instructors. There's one in the front, one in the middle, and the middle one and the back one keep switching because they want to make sure I'm still alive. Are you okay, sir? Yes, keep going. Holly's going, ooh, extra fish. And I'm like, fun times, scary times. I thought I was going to drown a couple times, but I didn't because I'm here now, and you're like, great, I wish you would have drowned. Yeah, I know, right? Megan Farley and I talked. She goes, what are you going to do for your modeling? I said, I'm just going to stare at people. You got a nice nose, yeah. I like your glasses. Yeah, no? Okay. So, my first T-Nail, I went to school at Northern my first 2 years. And they do T-Nail there, or they did. You know, they're not funny anymore, so they had to stop because they're not funny. Don't tell people they're noise, they'll stab you with their horns, you know. But my first joke, or my first T&L, they had technical difficulties. The host is up here sweating like I am. He's like, I gotta take this off, but he's afraid that everybody's gonna see his sweat stains. That's what I'm feeling right now. Like everybody's staring at me, sweat stains. But anyway, there's technical difficulties, so he's just standing up here staring at people. So he tells a joke instead. He goes, this is the greatest joke on earth. If you do not laugh, I will hunt you down because I can see every single one of you. He goes, what do you get when you cross a river and a stream? You get wet. Thanks. Yeah, that's a great joke. All right, I'm running out of stuff. You guys are so hard. All right, I've got a great story for you. If you don't know about my family, I am the second child of 4. So this was way before my sister was born, like way before she was born. And so we're at the doctor's office with my mom, my older brother and my younger brother. Mom and my older brother David are reading magazines and mind their own business because he's a teenager. He thinks he doesn't need a play or anything. He's just going to read that magazine. My younger brother's playing with Hot Wheels on the floor. And I'm over there playing with the toy kitchen because I thought, hey, I'm hungry. I'll go make fake food and eat it. But there's this mom and this little boy. This little boy, he's been drinking his Sprite. And all of a sudden he lets out this big... Now, he did not do that because that would have been incredible. He's probably like 3, okay? And he lets out that giant burp. And my whole family were like, we tense up because we're like, when we were kids, we were always taught, do not laugh about barfs, do not laugh about burps, do not laugh about farts, do not say fart, do not say burp, don't do any of that. Now they do all the time. I go home and they're at the dining room table talking about burps. I'm like, what happened to you? But I know, I can't look at my mom. So my older brother and my mom, their magazines go, they can't see me. Okay, I'm just making sure I didn't hit buttons. My younger brother, his Hot Wheel cars, it's like he's burning a hole in the carpet with the Hot Wheel. So what I do, I stick my head and half my body in the oven of that toy kitchen. My butt sticking out in the air. Mama almost killed me because that made her laugh even more. So the nurse takes us back into our room, and as soon as we get to that room, we're all crying already because we've been holding in tears. Well, all I can hear doing Little Caesars. I'm in the oven going, because I'm trying not to laugh. So we get back there and we all lose it. We're all bawling our eyes out. We're laughing so hard. My side hurts. And the nurse is like, what's wrong? Like, do you want some Sprite? And that makes us even laugh even harder because that's what that kid was drinking. It was a hot mess. I love my family. If you ever meet my mom, she's shorter than me, white hair, and she doesn't look, she looks like she's 22. It's really strange how that happens. Obviously, I'm not going to look like that. I'm going to look like my dad. Oh, the cane. Anyway. So, I told you a little bit about my family, but also my dad. My dad is kind of like me. He likes to tell cheesy jokes. He can do Donald Duck impersonations, which obviously make me really uncomfortable because I'm like, shut up, Dan, that's so awkward, don't do that. Well, there's one time we were watching The Mummy. If you know me, I hate scary movies. That's why I left during zombies, because they give me nightmares. So tonight, I'm going to have nightmares, just FYI. So we were watching The Mummy, and I knew it was going to scare me to death. My mom's sitting next to the window. We have a bay window. And she goes, I said, what? She goes, there's something outside. She goes, Jonah, check it out. Me, your scaredy cat son. Okay. So, I start going to that window. I'm shaking really bad. Reflection. I'm sorry I scared you. All right, so that's really all the stories I got you, and I'm really glad that made you laugh, because I'm not funny. I think I am, but I'm not. So I want you to know that we're really excited that you're here tonight. We have a lot of great skits, a lot of great videos. I'm gonna chuckle some more. But tonight, we really hope you enjoy yourselves. I want to introduce our band, Katie and the Nobodies, but our singer, our lead singer, decided that her sister going into labor was more important than us. So you just got the Nobodies. So give it up for the Nobodies.